couple people coming through now. Hi, Caroline. Great to have you with me, Svancha, of course. Janelle, David, I have just remembered to record this one. I forgot to record the 4 previous ones. Sorry, Svancha, yeah, I think you muted. But yeah, hopefully, so this one will be the best one, just by virtue of it is the one that we're recording now, guys. So we'll make sure
No pressure.
we sort of ace this one. Awesome. So nice small group, guys. Please do ask questions, Caroline, David, and Janelle. Yeah, happy to answer them, Svanjan, as we go through some of Syft's forecasting tools. I'm just going to share my screen. We love just demoing. It's always the easiest to show it and we'll dive straight into it. Cool. So this is our short-term forecast. Gonna go straight into it, guys. It's to help your clients answer that question around, do I have enough money to cover payroll? Who owes me money? What do I have to pay? And will I ultimately have enough money to get through the month? The default view for it is 30 days, but you can change that to 120 days or further out. I mean, you can go months out if you like. We find it's most useful on the short-term side of things, so next 30 to 60 days. And you've got this really easy to understand graph of what is my client's cash balance at any point in time. It is real time, so it's literally today onwards. And we refresh data with Xero and QuickBooks on a daily basis. Now, it's built up with invoices in your client's accounting software, with bills in their accounting software, and with real-time data. So it's cloud only, QuickBooks Online, and Xero. Below this graph, you've got just a summary table just to give you some insights of what happened in the last 120 days and what will happen in the next 120 days. And my favorite's probably this table down at the bottom, the daily transaction summary. You've got invoices due for the clients, you've got bills due for the clients, cash in and cash out. Now, not everything's accrued at a client level. Interest received or salaries aren't always accrued via bill or an invoice. So that's why we've got these 2 columns over there. And then you've got your end balance on the far right. You can always click on one of these days and it just shows you what's actually coming in the day. So if you've got multiple transactions, sorry about that, guys, it will sort of populate and you'll see all of the invoices and bills on that day. Cool. Not all the invoices are going to be received on the due date. If your client's spoken to their customer, they might know that the customer is going to pay later or on a certain date. So you can edit any of your expected dates and you can sort of apply those to any of the actual invoices for the clients. Similarly, with bills due, maybe your client says, I'm going to actually push out that bill, and instead of paying it on the 16th of the month, I'm going to pay it a little bit later on. I've spoken to my supplier. Recurring cash. Now, this is a big one because a lot of big expenses, as I said, salaries may not have a bill. I went and created a salary transaction as recurring over here. In our second version of this product, we'll automate this for you. All of the recurring things will try pick up automatically from your client's accounting software and populate these recurring transactions for you. All of this is filtering through to the cash manager, so you can make those adjustments. And the use case here is to try use this on a daily or weekly basis, but preferably if your client uses it, it's even better. They know which customers are going to be paying them. They know when they're going to be paying their suppliers, and it will just give them a really intuitive visual way to see what's happening in their business. Great. Guys, questions? I'll just want to monitor the chat before we move on to our more complex 4-way forecasting, which is more longer term, more ad hoc. We'll hope you guys like this one, and I hope it will be valuable for your client base, I think, especially at the moment. So anything, guys? David, Caroline, nice to obviously have you with us. I know we've spoken previously. Good question, David. So David sent me a direct message, guys. I don't think you'll see it on your side. For future sales, you can have recurring invoices. So if you If you get money every month from the same customers, you can have recurring invoices set up in Syft. We will try pull those from QuickBooks and Xero in the second version. But you're right, some businesses have a very short lead time between invoice and payments. So if it's basically a COD business, sometimes that lead time is quite short. And what you could do is maybe have a recurring daily transaction, like a retail business has money coming in every day. You can have a recurring cash in of, let's say, £2,000 per day. And that's my solution for that. Not elegant, but something you can do there. Caroline, the short-term cash flow forecast is on our Pro subscription and up. I'll talk to our subscriptions in a moment, though, just around pricing. However, our subscriptions are unlimited entities. So if you, as an accountant, are on our Pro plan, it's as many clients as you like can use the cash manager. So if you've got 100 clients, it's a fixed fee. It's not a per client fee. And that's £80 per month, £79 per month gets you the cash manager for as many clients as you like. Let's talk four-way, guys. This is your more advanced type of forecasting. It's the integration between P&L, balance sheet, and cash flow statements. Sorry, spelling over there, not critical, but we'll just fix it. And it's 1 month to 10 years. You can start as short as 1 month. The default is 3 years, 36 months. Instead of going monthly, you could go quarters or years. I do recommend going monthly. You can always roll it into quarters or years when you download it later on. So if you're doing a 10-year forecast, do it as 120 months and then roll it into years later on. You can populate the forecast. I'm going to use last period, but that will just copy the last 12 months and paste it over for the next 12 months. So let's create our forecast. And let's dive straight into it. We'll start on the profit and loss, guys. You can edit things as you go. So perhaps you want to edit April's revenue. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Perhaps you want, okay, so you can edit these things. You can push it across. You can have very advanced adjustments as well. So maybe a formula-driven adjustment where your cost of sales is based on your sales. Cool. And you can have very complex adjustments on your accounts, increasing over time, formula driven, and then you can highlight what you've changed in your forecast. The best part, any adjustments you can turn on and off and sort of see what happens. So that's where your scenario planning and your what if analysis comes through. Cool. Back to the top, any adjustments you make on your profit and loss, of course, flow through to your balance sheet. Things like sales affect accounts receivable, and anything on your profit and loss also has a cash flow effect. So it goes through to the cash flow, and from the cash flow, it flows back to your balance sheet. Now, your balance sheet has working capital, so current assets and current liabilities, and those can be adjusted by editing the ratios. So that's where the name four-way comes from. It's not just profit and loss, balance sheet, and cash flow. If you amend your ratios, you'll amend your working capital as well. So you can adjust your debtors days. Sorry, I should maybe put in a better adjustment there and maybe just push that across. So adjusting debtors days, creditors days, inventory days affects your working capital on the balance sheet. And that has an effect on your working capital, and changes to your working capital has an effect on your cash and cash equivalents. So all of these are linked, all four of them together, or profit and loss, balance sheet, cash flow, we sort of see as one, and then your ratios on the far end as well. You can still make adjustments to other accounts on your balance sheet. Maybe you purchase an asset, or you buy something else, or your client buys something else. And once you're happy with all of your adjustments, you can push your forecast to PDF or Excel. Excel's really nice. Then you've got your profit and loss, balance sheet, cash flows all in Excel, and you can work a bit further there. Version 2 of this will have drivers, so things like number of employees and things that you can forecast there, and then you can use those drivers in your forecasts. Things like graphs are also coming to it. There's a few other things, Caroline, Janelle, and David, in Syft, consolidations, a practice overview, which a lot of our customers really love, the ability to see all of their clients in a single dashboard. So some nice things there. So yeah, happy to take questions, and maybe just to talk to pricing. So I think we're one of the most affordable, definitely in the market, around unlimited entities on all of our plans. Pro is our most popular plan, and this is where you'll find the cash manager. So if you want to connect 40 clients, it's still £79 per month. It's not per client, but you've got your consoles, your a lot of your builders, all of the reporting, as well as the practice features. Enterprise is really our top tier plan. That's if you need four-way forecasting, and it also has the more advanced features like multi-currency consolidations. It's more about branding this. So we can give you a custom theme and a custom domain. Your clients can log into a fully practice branded dashboard and interact with their data, and then a custom theme that suits your practice, or even a client specific theme as well, if it's like a really big client and you want it to be a little bit more bespoke for them. So maybe we can end with a few questions. Svantje, anything you want to jump in with or chat around?
I think the best is just to try it, because it's really about the easiness of use, how quick you get results, how quick and easy it is to build a forecast, to play around with it. And I think that's our aim. Just
trying to keep it simple as well.
You're going to love it.
Yeah, I think it's really about, Svantje, like just plug and play. You know, it's a few seconds and you've got that forecast for your client, and it's a starting point, and then edit from there. So we want, like most of the things you see in Syft, to be quick and easy and not be too difficult to sort of build out. Cool. Monitoring the questions. So thanks for the questions, David and Caroline. I see another person has joined us. Welcome, Dick. Good to have you with us as well.
Maybe Dick has a question.
Yes.
Nope.
Cool. I think we've got about 40 seconds left, guys.
Yep.
Jump on a free trial. It's 14 days. Test it out. Svantje will get in touch with you during that time as well. You can always do a one-on-one demo. And then there is a weekly webinar on a Thursday at 2 p.m. So if you'd like to join that, feel free to jump on that as well.
Yeah. So thanks for your time.
Thanks, everyone.
Having a look at Syft.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of the week. Good to have you.
Bye. Take care.
Cheers.
Welcome back into the room. Nice job, Van Gallis. Nice finish there on the nail.
Yeah.
Just wait for everybody else.
Down to the wire on that one, Will. But yeah, definitely taxing. It was super enjoyable. Thanks for organizing this, Will and Rowan. It was awesome.
Absolute pleasure. We'll just let everybody else come back into the room and we'll wrap up. So looks like the rooms have closed. On the verge of it. So welcome back, everybody. Just wait for a couple more to come back in. There we go. Looks like everybody's been booted out and back into the main room. Fabulous. You look exhausted there, Hannah. So thank you. Huge thank you to firstly our app partners who have worked incredibly hard over the last 90 minutes, and I'm sure they're very ready for a cup of coffee or a glass of wine or whatever, or sleep, depending on what time of the day it is. And thank you to everybody else that gave up 90 minutes of their time this morning to come along. I really hope that this has been valuable for you and given you a real insight into what's available on the market, we are absolutely spoiled for choice with some really brilliant products. So the plan now, if we manage to get recordings from each of the rooms, we're going to compile this all together. We're going